Hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, Rythmia family. I know you're here with me. This is Kim Stanwood Terranova. Forgive me if I have a tickle today. I may have little coughs to get my tickle straight. But I'm happy to be here with you this beautiful Saturday. Please jump in, tell me where you're at in the world, say hello. so I could see who's walking this path with me on this beautiful day. I would love to know. Hi there, Abhay. Is that how I say it? Beautiful name. Come say hello. Thank you for saying hi, Abhay. Welcome, welcome. My name's Kim. I teach the spiritual class in the morning. The answer is you at Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I will see you there soon. Hi, Monique. Super happy to be with you today. I'm in Southern California. Be back at Rythmia very soon. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello. And I want to talk to you about being the miracle that you are this day and every day. Because even though we may not physically be at Rythmia right now, we're still living our miraculous life when we stay in high choice awareness of what that is. I love it from Brazil. Hi, Charlene. So I've had an interesting week this week. Hi, Karen in San Diego. I love that. I have been on quite a few panels this week and teaching in class to do with spiritual liberation and a few other panels I've been asked to speak on. And I've noticed this place that is really important for us to keep coming back to in our conversations about freedom. Even though in the world right now, there can be places where it feels like some of us don't feel so free. I want us to really discuss what would it be like for us to keep remembering that freedom is a right of consciousness, that our path to freedom, our willingness to walk the path of freedom, is our place where we're living the miraculous life. And if we're not willing to look at what is the path of freedom for me and what does that take for me to live it, I'm saying hello to people. Daphne, Marianne, Dakota, hello to all of you. So for you just who jumped on, I just asked for forgiveness that I have a tickle in my throat. I'm all good, but I've got a tickle. So I drink a lot of water. Now, the path of freedom is our own inner journey. When we begin to look at what's that about? What are the elements that I must put into place each and every day? Hi there, so that I could remember that I get to choose to live a path of freedom. This is our charge. Freedom, being what I started to say a minute ago, is truly a body, a right of consciousness, that we're all bodies of consciousness. And where are we? We get to ask ourselves this: where are we embracing our own inner freedom? To be the miracle, living the miracle, we must be willing to truly allow our freedom, the path of it, to be a direction and intention that we walk every day. And when we're doing that, there's certain things that we can look at that will enhance our ability, that will awaken our ability to be in freedom much more than constraint. So I want us to consider that, because hi John from Scotland, when we're at Rythmia, when we're doing our spiritual practice, when we're awake each day, each moment we choose to live our spiritual practice, we're lining ourselves up for living a life of full freedom. See, if we know that it's a right of consciousness, that our inner work is to constantly, consistently, lovingly, gently keep our inner storehouse clean, then we're available to allow freedom to be the path that we walk. But there's certain elements that we have to put into place to be walking that path, to have the inner storehouse clean. And the first one of them is that we have to be cleaning house, inner house. To clean our inner house, we must always be in a stretch of let go. So when there's times that one is feeling constricted, is feeling tight, is feeling just held back, that something is holding us back, victim mentality, whatever it is, we get the opportunity to remember, wait a second, this is a chance for me to clean up my inner world. And as I clean house on my inner world, I get to reflect on what I must let go of. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Michael. Good to see you again. Hi, John, Michelle, Dakota. This is fabulous. So when we come into our inner storehouse to clean up, we get to look at all the pieces that do not serve us anymore, the belief systems that we've been holding on to, the hurts, the resentments, the judgments, the inner chatter, and think, what is mine to clean house on? Now, when we clean house in the physical world, we let go of things. When we clean house in the inner world, we have an opportunity to do the same, to be willing to let go of either old beliefs, patterns that no longer serve us, but we must be courageous to see them, to truly see what is, hi Meyer, what is before us that doesn't honor the path of freedom. Now, the path of freedom is how we came into this body temple to truly live in freedom, in joy, to be fully expressed spiritual beings, to deliver our gifts to the fullest. That's what each and every one of us came here to express, all in different ways. Some boldly, some quietly, some in the front lines, some in the back lines. But we all came here to deliver our gifts. That delivering our gifts with ease and effortlessness, delivering the miracle that we are out into the world, is walking a path of freedom. So, first step, clean house. Today, if there's anything that you know, hi there, Janine, that you can let go of that would assist in your inner storehouse to be more open and cleaned up, I want you to look at what that would be to let go of. If you know what it is, then allow it to come to the surface of your consciousness gently, without judgment, and be willing to open the door of let go. First step of freedom. What are you willing to let go of today? I'm asking you to look at two things. What could that be? Could be self-judgment. Could be a resentment of the past. You can find what you're willing to let go of when you really get still and just ask within, what no longer serves me? What no longer serves me? What have I been carrying that does not serve me? And when you ask the question, Spirit will always answer. You must be still enough to listen to it. And when that answer comes, then you must have the courage to lift your spiritual practice, to know that you have the tools to let go of that no longer serves you. Make sense? So as we continue to look at that, everyone please, I just gave you an assignment already today. Two things that you're willing to let go of today that will assist your inner storehouse to be clean, available. The cleaner we are in the inner world, and I'm talking about consciousness, then the more easily that we catch all the inspiration and insights that's coming from spirit. When we're clogged up on the inner world with judgment or resentment or anger or upset or hurt, any of these things that are clogging our channel, spirit's direct line of communication is then limited. Spirit's not limited. The line of communication is limited because we're limiting it. Make sense? So you could see why the number one, oh, hi there, Roseanne. I believe I will. I believe I could give you a yes on that. Will I be at Rythmia the week of April 25th? I believe that is a yes. Happy to tell you that. So as soon as you're there, please come give me hugs so I know who you are. Yes, I'm happy to be getting back to Rythmia soon. And I know April and May I'll be there. So back to where I was at. When we are open and available to continue to let go, we keep the channel clean. We allow our pathway of freedom to be illuminated. So first thing I'm asking you to do today is clean your inner house. Be willing to let go of two things that no longer serve you. I'm not saying that like it's a piece of cake. Please don't interpret my delivery to be that I'm assuming it's easy. No, our let go is a practice. This is why when you are in class with me, you know that I'm always asking you to lift your practice, lift your practice, lift your practice. I'm teaching a course right now on spiritual liberation, one of Reverend Michael's books, and I'm asking this very large class, like, you get to lift your practice to a whole new level right now. When we are living our practice, meditation, prayer, intention, journaling, yoga, ceremony, breath work, whatever your practice is, when you lift it and start to double it, triple it, that it becomes your life, every moment of your life. And this isn't meaning it's work. Your practice to be present. That could be a breath. Simply taking a breath before you walk into a room to get centered is a practice. Every practice doesn't have to be a lot of work. It's just being conscious of choice. How am I loving myself right now? How am I being kind? How am I being kind to others that I walk with? Your practice lifts you up so that your let go can happen with more ease and grace. So then the path of freedom is one that becomes illuminated. Okay, that was a really good sentence. Not sure quite what Spirit just said there, but that was a good sentence. Thank goodness this is recorded. Practice, it was about practice lifts us up so our let go can occur with grace, so the path of freedom is illuminated. So 2 things you're willing to let go of today, please, with the intent to keep that channel open. Thank you, Meyer, to keep that channel open so that the path of freedom is more visible. Okay, now the second thing I want to look at today to do with the path of freedom builds on the first. The first one being to let go, right? We got to clean house, clean house, clean house. When you clean house in your own house these days, don't just think about it, oh, I'm scrubbing the sink. Think about, what is my inner house? What needs to be cleaned out from my inner house? It's trippy to me how people will clean their physical house. Car can be clean, the house can be clean, the clothes can be washed, but the inner chamber of chatter, anyone cleaning house there? Let's do that. Shine the light on the inner chamber of chatter so that that can be illuminated to let go of what no longer serves you, so the path of freedom is more visible. Now, when we're in the midst of constant let go in our practice, constant let go, guess what happens? Let go creates space. Think about that in your physical world. You let go of things in your house, you create space. Same with our inner world. When we let go of old beliefs, old chatters, old patterns that no longer serve us, we just create space. Well, guess what you create space for? Let go creates more space. And if you activate deep listening right then, if you're open and receptive to activate expansive listening, you will then, with that created space, catch more insights. Spirit is downloading insights to you every moment. Every moment. There's sometimes I could be walking through a market and be like, whoo, there goes a good one. What did Spirit just say? I want you to listen, that you're opening the channel to listen so clearly that you catch the insights that are popping into you every moment of the day. As you clean house, let go, create space, the insights have room to land. You're listening differently because you're not clogged up with the chatter of yesterday that doesn't serve you anymore. You're open and receptive to hear from a standpoint of, I'm willing to catch the vision of Spirit as my life. And when I'm willing to catch that, and I'm creating the field of receptivity over and over and over again for those insights to land, that's like sprinkles on the top of a cupcake to me, is that you catch the insights. They are brilliant. All of you, I'm sure, have got insights that have been life-changing. They're like, whoa, where did that come from? And then lots of times what happens is, if our channel is not clear, if we're not practicing let go, then the insights fall on ears that see it passing by and let it go without picking it up and looking at it like the miracle that it is and saying, I just got an insight. My life gets to change now if I put action to it. You've got to first catch the insight. So when I'm talking about insights, anything, an insight can be is like something that comes to you that it was not known before and you don't know where it came from. Could be is a business idea, could be a healing opportunity, could be an insight that could heal from something of the past, that when you're cleaning house and all of a sudden you're meditating, all of a sudden it could be, oh my gosh, that occurred to me really brought me this. Like you see something you haven't seen before. You understand something on a level you haven't understood before. Some of the greatest inventors, the greatest thinkers of our time, what they have created came from direct insights from spirit. I want to say all of them, but I'm not them. So I'm going to round it off to, I believe, all of them, most of them, caught an insight from source and then had the ability to put action to the insight. Any of you who've been with me in class know that one of my favorite things to say, because I caught it as an insight one day, is that an insight, when we catch them, propelled by action, brings us freedom. That's why I love freedom so much, because to me, when I catch an insight, but then I have the courage to propel the insight forward with action, that is a path of freedom, which is why I wanted to talk to you about this today. So I'm going to back up. First was cleaning house. Let go. That creates the space for insights to land. As an insight lands, you cultivate your deep listening skills so that you have the ability to hear the insight, and then you have a commitment to yourself to propel the insight forward by steps of action. I'm going to repeat that. An insight propelled by action is the path of freedom. When Spirit dropped that in one day, I was like, yes, thank you, Spirit. Because I couldn't have said it that well. It's like it makes sense to me. It made it so that I knew it's my job for me, your job for you, to take action on the insights you catch and to have the discerning ear to know which ones I am to propel forward. Now, when you're at Rythmia, in ceremony, in breath work, in the classes that I'm teaching, in yoga, in the kitchen, in Roots with Meg, every place you're at, there's an opportunity to do these steps, to let go, to be willing to clean that inner storehouse, to have a place that you catch the insights that come, and then have the action and the strength. And again, the spiritual practice lifts up your ability to propel into action the insights. Without the spiritual foundation, the let go is harder. The moving forward with action is harder because you don't have a foundation to propel you onward. Is this making sense? Are all of you with me? Tell me if you're with me. So, as you could tell, I love to talk about freedom because to me, there's so many divine examples of individuals on this planet from the past and now that have truly embraced a path of freedom by putting action to their insights, and they've taken difficult situations and transformed them to miraculous moments. That's what we're here to do. Let's take all situations, difficult, challenging ones, joyous ones, and use them as the catapulting element to transform situations, because we take the healing, letting go, into the catching the insights. Thank you, Meyer. Into catching the insights. Thank you, all of you. Jackie, Susan, thank you. Abhay to tell me that. Thank you. Because we catch the insights and then we have the courageous strength to propel them forward with action. That is miraculous. And then when we're living the miraculous, I love that Reverend Michael says it this way. He says, we're normalizing the miraculous. Then your life, as the miracle that you are, is the norm. That you keep having miracle after miracle after miracle. And people say, how do you do it? And I love that Marianne Williamson says this. She goes, pretty soon people start to say to you, how do you do that? And you'll say, easily. I loved when I read that she said that. Because when it becomes our norm, that our constant spiritual practice, our acts of self-care are so automatic. They become automatic because we're practicing them and living them all the time. When they become automatic, there's always a place for the miracles to land. There's always a place for the insights to be birthed. And then our spiritual practice continues and gives us the strength to propel the insights forward with action. And then we're standing in the manifestation of all that Spirit has envisioned and sees for our lives. All right, all of you. I'm very grateful you're here. Very, very grateful you're here. And I'm honored to be part of the Rythmia family. It's a beautiful family, and I'm grateful to be part of it. And I know I'll see you in physical form soon, but I will get to see you here continually. You could always catch me on Fridays on Our Love. I'm on the Our Love Facebook at 2 o'clock Pacific, and here every other Saturday as well. All right, I'm sending you blessings, I'm sending you hugs, and I'm sending you courage this day to let go of two things, to create the field of receptivity so the insights can land, and then to have the courage this day to propel forward those insights with bold action so that you are absolutely walking the path of freedom with every breath you take. And I wish for you a life of pure freedom, because that's what we're here to walk and to be together. We all deliver our gifts more freely when we feel free. And I want you to deliver your gifts. I want to see them and be with them. All right? Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Roseanne. Thank you, all of you. Oh, I love it. Anyway, I just want to bless you always. I'm going to go do my own inner house cleaning so I could catch the insights, so I can keep moving forward with each of you. All right? Have a blessed day. I send you namaste love and holding and hugs and all that good stuff. All right, stay strong, stay clear, stay available for the miracles because you are one. Bye.